Hello. I don't know. I've never done this before. Can you hear me? I don't know. Let's hope you can. Uh, yeah, first time ever I'm streaming anything going live. So I first of all, I hope you're doing well. Personally, I've feel like I'm coming down with a cold, but otherwise I'm good. I've been playing football today with the kids. Haven't even had time to change after. But I had this one thing, I had this comment that I noticed, um, which was an older comment, and I read it, and it was fine. And but there was another comment under it that I noticed that wasn't fine, and that's the topic of today's video: how you're not allowed to have an opinion because, well, you play the wrong type of music. But anyway, I'll read the comments first, and then I'll get to them. Uh, yeah, this is kind of an anti-bullying video. So the video in question was the uh, okay, come back to St. Olofsskolan, is one comment. Thanks. Um, yeah, the video in question was the Squire Affinity Strat HSS version, and I got a comment from someone called Barry Kimber who said, "Sorry, I don't usually leave negative comments, and I hope you take this as constructive criticism. But I think, as I'm a guitarist of over 40 years' experience, perhaps you should be talking more about the technical aspects of the guitar rather than just shredding aimlessly, which seems to be more about you rather than the guitar. Anthroplexy, which most potential Squire players wouldn't be doing anyway, as they couldn't afford one, and if they could, I'm sure they'd be buying a master built custom shop." Fair enough. Some of the points there I agree with, some I don't agree with, but the general tone of the comment is, yeah, it's fine. But someone else had left a response. Murray Mail 5116 is the name of this person. And before I read the comment, you can find this obviously in the video or under the comments section, but I don't want anyone to go over there and start bashing this person because that's just not very nice. And I want the community I have here, I want it to be a nice community. And I'm extremely grateful for the community that I do have here. But here's the comment. I wasn't going to leave a comment because Big Bad Bass said it best, but I will paraphrase. I want to thank you for your video. Every time I think the well of god awful guitar demos has a bottom, one like yours comes along to remind me it is indeed a bottomless pit. You did an absolute disservice to that guitar. You insulted someone else who had a valid opinion, and the only good thing you did, as when you literally shredded the life out of that guitar, you helped me lose some weight when I ran in the bathroom and vomited. Oh, yes, you did one other positive thing. I was debating between three different squires. Thanks to you representing this as the guitar from hell and basing my opinion on you strumming one clean chord badly 3 times and then saying, nah, we got dirty. Uh, I decided that I want this guitar. Why? Because it is the best budget guitar there is. If you want to know how to do a demo, watch Ryan of 60 Cycle Hum, Rob of the Guitar Manifesto, Landon Bailey, in brackets, I think that's his name. Just enter Landon. I don't want to enter Landon. Landon might not appreciate it. And Emily of the Offset Guitar channel. And if you dislike the guitar that much, find out how to get in touch with me. Send me the guitar and I will show it the love it deserves. I'm done. Well, let me take this in reverse order. So, uh, and if you dislike the guitar that much, well, it's painfully obvious, and this is the first thing that triggered me, painfully obvious that you haven't watched the entire video because I say in the beginning that is this the best budget guitar out there? And then I'm going to reveal later why I don't think it is. But I conclude by saying that I think it's a pretty darn good guitar. So it's not the guitar from hell. And you clearly haven't watched the video. And this really annoys me when people bash creators, be it me or someone else, without watching the whole thing, uh, when the bashing is based on something that's already been addressed in the video. Uh, and it happens so often. It's really annoying. But yeah, that's not the really not the main purpose of this video. Um, I know Ryan of 60 Cycle Hum, or the channel that is. I don't know him personally, and the other ones mentioned here. I know most of them, and they do their videos in their way, and I don't want to do videos the way they do videos, not because they're bad videos, but because they already do the videos the way they do the videos. It's like I don't want to copy Van Halen. I don't want to copy Steve Vai. Why would I want to copy someone? I want to do these videos the way I do these videos, and I try to do them uh, honestly. I can be wrong, but at least I'm honest. So I buy the gear that I review, so you get an honest review, and I play the way that I play. And here we get to the kind of thing. Well, you say I play a chord three times badly, clean, and then I say, "Nah, we go dirty." Uh, I didn't play a single chord clean. I only used the Marshall. And for this one, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt because I have since started using my Roland Cube to play clean chords. Um, Donnybrook says, "You have to do videos in your style. It's like writing music. I love Tool, but I cannot write like that." Absolutely. Um, Yeah, so I use the Roland Cube as a clean amp, and then I do the crunchier stuff with the Marshall. And fine enough, that's fair enough. But I play one chord badly three times. Great. Um, but you say you ran to the bathroom and vomited because I shredded the life out of that guitar. Now, you say that I did an absolute disservice to the guitar, which I didn't because I said it was pretty darn good. But that I insulted someone. I can only assume that you're talking about one of the other channels here that you've mentioned, or who the person who I said had said that it was the best guitar, budget guitar out there. And I don't think I insulted anyone. I think I said that I don't think it's the best budget guitar out there. And even if I had said that it was the worst guitar ever, I didn't insult anyone. Um, that's a bit different. What you're doing is insulting. And the problem here is this is not about me. This is about you, Murray Mayo, whoever you are, not knowing me, not knowing what kind of struggles I'm going through in my life. And your comment, very fair enough, you can see me on the screen, so you know I'm not 15 or something. Um, but still, your comment could really hurt someone. And it's the thing that annoys me is the culture where you can say stuff like this and think it's fine, and it isn't fine. It's absolutely despicable. And I've worked with enough uh, young people, teenagers, to know they're affected by this kind of stuff. They, I've seen enough people who are scared to death of doing anything, singing in front of others, playing in front of others, be it whatever, theater, presentations, whatever, because of this kind of stuff. They're scared to death that this kind of stuff will happen to them. And I think it's terrible. And I think you, Murray Mayo, should be absolutely ashamed of yourself. That's really what I wanted to say with this video. And I don't think I will influence Murray Mayo himself, but I do hope that I influence someone else and that they think about this and go, yeah, that's not very nice, actually. I don't want to be like that. I want to be a more positive person. And that's not to say you can't criticize. Barry Kimber criticized. He did it nicely. I don't agree with some of the stuff, but it's fine. Of course, you're allowed to criticize. Viggo Grandal says, I'm a guitar player for 40 plus years, and I have to tell that I enjoy your videos. I find them very useful. So thank you for your good job, EK, and keep rocking. Thank you, Viggo. Mr. Troy, most of the criticism is mostly, if not completely, unwarranted. Thanks. And then we have Steve Cassidy guitar. Hello, Mr. Elmo, and Gear View Mirror. Hey, Steve. Hello, everyone. And Cassidy guitar. Hello, Mr. Elmo, and Gear View Mirror. Hey, Steve. Hello, everyone. And Jay Keating says, sadly, nasty comments are inevitable on YouTube. You never know if the person writing the comment is an angry 12-year-old or a bitter drunk man sitting on the toilet. That's that's absolutely true as well. I think I've done this now for like 5 or 6 years, this YouTube thing, and I have gotten one apology when I once responded to a comment from some guy who said, sorry, that was really wrong of me. I was drunk, and I can just apologize. So yeah, there is that. Um, Donnybrook says, I prefer your videos to most other YouTubers. You provide a good amount of range dynamics of the gear, but most importantly, provide an honest review. I can't say that for most channels. Thank you, Donny. Um, Dean Damhuis, Dan Damhuis says, keep up the way you are doing and going. Thank you. Peter Hall says, the only thing which I want is you to tell the truth. It's really difficult to find fair opinion. Thanks. And yeah, Donny says it's funny that someone would be so upset over a gear review they have to lash out or belittle people. And Decker says, hi Elmo, do you plan to review the Epiphone reissues of their original vintage guitars from the 60s? I don't have any plans to review any Epiphones at the moment, I think. Uh, and then, but thanks, I think I'll have to look into that. And then we have B. Max says, glad I found the live chat. Just wanted to say thanks for all the videos and hard work. Very informative and credible. Thank you. Um, yeah, so that's basically what I wanted to say. And the thing here is, there's it's read between the lines, is that all of the other channels mentioned, 60 Cycle Hum and so on, these people's opinions are valid, and mine isn't, because I shred. And that's just, it's just, oh my god. I don't like Slash. I don't like Kirk Hammett, but I would never say that their opinions aren't valid. But let me reiterate, please don't go bashing Murray Mail. That's not nice. He might be an angry 12-year-old. Gear View Mirror says, I watch guitar reviews as entertainment. Gear will sound totally different in my setup anyway. Keep doing what you're doing. I enjoy your shredding. Thank you. Thank you. That's I sometimes do that as well. Watch them for the entertainment, maybe get a few pointers, but yeah. Yeah, that's really it. I can stick around for a while. If you have any questions, feel free to ask while I'm here now. Normally, I well, I can say this at the moment. I'm messing about with my tea here as well while I'm doing this. Normally, I used to back in the day. I used to respond to every comment. Then it got overwhelming. Now I don't even have time to heart every comment. But if you have questions over on Patreon, I answer everyone's questions, regardless of if they're a paid member or a free member. There's a free membership as well. Um, if you don't know where to find that, there's a link in the description of every one of my videos. And by the way, if you want to support the channel, there are other links there as well. You can get my music over on Bandcamp. You can buy gear over on Toman. That's an affiliate thing where you get the gear at no extra cost to you, and it helps the channel. Mm, Most people, Errol Sengul says, most people watch you to be informed of your honest opinion of a guitar. Keep doing what you're doing. Thank you. Peter Hall. Oh, quick cue. Do you use compression? Um, as in the signal chain on the pedal board? No, I don't have a compressor, but I do use compression here. So my signal goes from the speaker to a microphone, which goes to a mixer compressor, and then into my DAW. Uh, and I have some compression there as well, I think, but not in my actual sound. I don't use compression. Um, yeah, that would be something to experiment with as well. Steve Cassidy Guitar says, love the channel, Elmo. You have an original format, style, and integrity. Thank you. Let me take a bit of tea. This beginning cold is a bit annoying. Mm. Um, yeah. So, like I said, I am extremely grateful for the community that I have here, and the reason why I do these videos is I want to help and inspire people so that they in turn might help and inspire other people. Um, I don't know if these streams will have end screens or not, but if they do, there will be an end screen at the end of the video where you can click onto how I kind of discovered my why. It's one of the best videos I have. If there are no end screens, you can find that video linked in the description. Sorry, my phone goes off. Um, yeah, so you can find that video linked in the description. Description. What a difficult word. So yeah, um, would you like to have more of these videos, live videos in the future? You can just quickly comment. Might be fun doing that. Well, that's the audio level. Interesting. No one is commenting anything. Marcos Sousa says, hello, Elmo. Thanks for all you. Now we're getting the comments. Thanks for all you've been doing on this platform. Regarding a beginner as myself in the guitar world, what's advice do you have as a starting point to learn guitar? That's a bit tough one. I've been actually thinking about doing a beginner course on this channel or the lesson channel. The whole lesson channel thing is up in the air a bit for me. Um, but yeah, we get lots of people saying, or a few people saying here, yes, they want more live videos. Um, I would say that the most important thing as a beginner is to uh, really get it into you that you need to practice consistently. You need to be focused consistently. You don't have to do a lot per day, but you have to do it basically every day. You can do a lot if you want to. Focus and have goals. Uh, and that's really it. And then you measure your progress in some way. So you record yourself, film yourself, whatever. That's a good thing. And try to keep the stuff that you're learning relevant, so you don't do classical one day and heavy metal the next day and sight reading the next day and transcribing the next day, because that just those things don't support each other. So try to stick to one thing at a time, uh, or a couple of things at a time which support each other. So then we have DMAC. Do you have any tips for how to learn to shred, like practice scales, techniques, develop accuracy and speed, etc.? Same advice to the beginner, actually. It's absolutely the same thing. Uh, Same practice thing. That's really behind the way everyone has succeeded, I think. Um, I used to do spider exercise, I think it is. I'm not sure if it's called that. Then I learned licks, but it's always consistency, focus, goals, and measure your progress. Donnybrook, for myself, I'm lucky I made this live video. This week I started at 6 a.m., so I happen to be awake. Usually I don't start until 8 a.m. Live videos are good for community, though. True. Purple Rocket 666. Yes, live streams from the honest ones like you and Steve Cassidy are always great. Thank you. And Mr. Troy, it's sad. It's sad that there are people who feel entitled to lash out like crybabies. I find your opinion very valid, and I am not a shredder. Your reviews are always honest, and that is invaluable nowadays. Thank you. Jay Keating, yes, I'd like more live videos. Okay, I'll have to think of some. um, Steve Cassidy, lives are great for interaction with your community. I enjoy them. I'd highly recommend finding a consistent time slot. Please don't do Thursday nights. That's when I'm staring minds. Okay. Yes to live from Mr. Troy, Steve Cassidy, and I want to watch your. Okay, Steve Cassidy and Purple Rocket. Cheers, mate. Peter Hall, learn the fretboard. Guitar is the only instrument where an element of players don't know the notes. Yeah, learning the fretboard is good. Donnie Brooks says, what is your warm up routine before practicing or before a show? Before practicing, not really any. Um, and before a show, just play something. I'm not big on warm ups, although I do think they're good. Most of the videos you find on my channel have been done without any warm up, which is really, I wouldn't recommend it. Warm up, do as I say, don't do as I do. um, Nieko says, hello, Finland. Yes, I'm in Finland. Lol, eliminant. Totally learn notes on fretboard. Through Hillo says, hi Elmo, found your channel a couple of days ago. I would definitely get lessons from you if you lived nearby. Your reviews are extremely useful. And then we have Shane Walton, evening from Hiroshima, Japan. Okay. Yes. So this has been going on for what's it, 22 minutes now. Yes. So practice consistently, goals, measure your progress, and focus. So leave your phone somewhere else and be kind to each other. That's really, I mean, yeah. Why wouldn't you be kind to each other? Shane Walton asks, what's my favorite Ingve song? I would have to say it's either Brothers, or then it's Rising Force, because that's the one I heard first and it really made a big impression on me. So one of those two. Decker 003, I know this may be a kind of a subjective question. Do you think is valid to one consider a guitar player without being technical or being that proficient with the instrument? Um, I'm not sure I understand the question. I don't understand the question. I'm sorry. Um, Shane Walton, Rising Force blew my mind. Steve Cassidy, Soz mate typos, believe it or not, English is my only language. I'm starting my regular live streams on Thursday nights and I want to watch yours. Okay, yes. Probably not Thursdays anyway. Donald Laporte, Elmo, your reviews are always spot on and I always check to see if you have reviewed an item before I purchase. Keep up the great reviews. Thank you. Jay Keating, when did you start playing plexis? Do you find they're far too loud for live performance, or do you have smaller amps you use? I'm going to do a video about that actually, but wait a second, I'll get something. This little thing, I use this little thing. It's the JHS little black amp box. There you can see it. I'm focusing on it. Well, who cares? It doesn't focus on it. That's what I use. I use that in the loop to turn down the volume of the amp. I do that in all the videos as well, because they would just be insanely loud. Otherwise, I started using them. What should I say? Uh, 20 years ago ish, something like that. Maybe slightly less. 18 years ago. Absolutely just my favorite amps. You can get these over on Toman, for instance. They're included in. There's one link, the gear that I use, uh, which is, like I said, an affiliate link that includes this little thing. Um, yeah, so Plexi's not too loud at all. I can get them to bedroom volume with those. It does impact the sound a bit, but not as much as you would think. Hi, Elmo from France. Bonjour. Je ne parle pas français. I can say stuff in French, and then I don't understand. So I can say "Quelle heure est-il?" and then I won't understand the answer. Thoughts on George Harrison, says Fox5. Uh, the Beatles are brilliant. George Harrison, I mean, don't have too many thoughts on George Harrison. He's written some very nice music. Um, not, I mean, but I don't have too many thoughts on him as a guitar player. Trujillo, any tips on doing legatos without making noise, muting the other strings? Maybe it's a rookie mistake, but I feel like I'm always doing pull offs by accident. I struggle to make it sound clean. Maybe I have to do these questions later on and actually make videos on these things. Don't have any. I mean, muting is difficult and it's one of the most important things on guitar. But yeah, not off the top of my head. Lol, Eliminant. I get it. Is a strummer still a guitarist? I think so. Yeah, of course. I mean, why not? And doesn't even have to be a bad guitarist. Uh, I don't know what the definition of a good guitarist is, but what's a good guitarist for me might not be a good guitarist for you. If the person playing the guitar moves you in some way, then I think they're doing some kind of job at least. Um, DMAC, I've found learning things out of my comfort zone has been really helpful. I'm learning a simple country solo that is really developing my skills in a new way. Some of those country players are beasts. Skills in a new way. Some of those country players are beasts. Absolutely. Both learning outside of your comfort zone and country players are beasts. Oh, by the way, I forgot one thing in the when I said consistency, goals, measure your progress, and focus, learn new things, practice new things, or push those boundaries. So always outside of your comfort zone. Sorry. In regards to Decker's question, this is Shane Walton. I think he's asking at what point can you consider yourself an actual guitar player? If you do nothing but cover and no theory, are you still a player? Yes, I think. Feel free to consider yourself a guitar player basically whenever. Um, are you a guitar player the first time you play guitar? I don't know. Probably not. I think it depends on how you see yourself. And who am I to say you're not a guitar player? That's kind of, I don't have to listen to you, but I can also go about my day without saying anything mean about it. If you pass yourself off as a professional guitar player who um, some kind of influencer or something, I mean, then I can say stuff. Still don't have to be mean. It doesn't have to be personal. But yeah. Steve Cassidy asks, "Do you still have your Jet JS 400? Any plans for mods upgrades?" I actually gave it to my daughter, and she doesn't play it. No plans for mods or upgrades. And Yeah, Shane says played a gig last week, all 80s hard rock covers. Mm, good. D Mac says Shane Walton, my view, is from an old punk rock attitude. If you pick up a guitar and make noise, you're a player. Yeah, pretty much. Steve Cassidy, could a good guitarist just be a guitarist that another guitarist admires? Sure, I guess. Why not? And Steve Cassidy again, professional guitarist is probably where most of your income comes from the guitar in some shape or form, in my opinion. Yes, professional. There's one term that I like. It's promateur. So you basically have the skills of a professional, but you're still an amateur. So you don't make enough money to live off whatever it is that you do, but you have all the skills and knowledge that a professional person might have. Thoughts on Shane asks thoughts on baritone guitars. At what point should a player attempt playing one? Whenever you feel like it is my answer. We used to have a baritone guitar here. I never played it. Um, I have no real thoughts on them. So, but it's time to start ending this live stream. The basic message of this video is be kind to others. If you want to support the channel, check out the links in the description. And if you want to check out how I discovered my why, there might be a video here. If not, it's at least in the description. Yes, sorry, Shane, you just got here, but I have to go. And but maybe I'll do more of these at another time. It was good having you along. Take care. Goodbye.